C.J. Ball, and I'm the elected sheriff of Cocke County Sheriff's Office. And I've been in that role since 22, September. What inspired me to get into this profession in law enforcement was job shadowing. That was something that was offered at Cocke County High School when I attended my junior year and senior year. We had the opportunity to go out in the field with a law enforcement officer. And at that point, when I got in that vehicle and was able to ride around with them for two different shifts, it got me really into the mood to want to get in law enforcement. The most interesting thing about this profession is, especially whenever you're an elected sheriff, we're part of the Sheriff Association, and when you start getting into that position, you don't realize that you have to go to Nashville and stuff like that every other month. We're responsible to go to Nashville and get a lot of the training that we get. You know, the officers get training throughout the whole year, 40 hours. Our training, we can get that training here, but the interesting thing about that is when we go to Nashville and things like that, we get a lot more training designed specifically for the sheriff. So when I got elected and started getting to go to Nashville, you started learning a whole lot more about what the position has and what you have to do to keep yourself where you're supposed to be at. How my career makes a difference in the community is it comes to a team role with myself and for the people that work with and beside me each and every day. That's what makes the sheriff's office progress each day, is the way we all work together and make sure everybody's on the same page and make sure we're all together when we're making decisions. That way there's no loophole of making a mistake, as long as everybody's got their opinions, and make sure we're following the things that we're supposed to do. As a sixth grader, if you want to start getting into the law enforcement or criminal justice career, this right here is the first step, is getting involved with the CTE and the projects that the school system put on, because this wasn't going on when I was in high school. You just basically, like I said, you had a job shadowing day. This right now, you have a class specifically for criminal justice. So, I would tell the sixth graders and up, this is what you need to do, is get in criminal justice classes in middle school, and when you get into high school, continue to keep that process going. And then even as you get out, go on to college and you can get your degrees and associates and bachelors in criminal justice. Some subjects that you'll be able to take in school, especially in elementary and working your way up through high school, math would absolutely be one of the classes you'd want to take, because when you get into law enforcement, we have to work traffic accidents. Well, there's a lot of math that comes into formulas when we go to reconstruct accidents, whether it be a serious injury or even a fatality where somebody lost their life. Math is very important in that, and that's also something you had to have to be able to graduate with a degree in criminal justice, as everybody's required to at least have one math class, which is usually probability and statistics. So usually if you can get yourself in math, then that right there is something. Then you got the criminal justice program classes, which is an elective, I'm sure. Another class would be Spanish. Take a foreign language, which I think is required. You have to have foreign language anyway. But during law enforcement, you're going to deal with a different variety of people that's going to not be able to speak the English language, and a lot of them that came here are speaking Spanish. So it would be a good idea to take Spanish, because it would definitely help you as you progress in the law enforcement field. The most fun and rewarding thing of this career would be the helping the people. Being able to be part of, we have a lot of bad things that happen, but the good things that happen is been more involved with the community, getting more involved with the kids, especially with the programs getting ready to take place here. You want to have a valuable role with the younger generation to be able to, show them what law enforcement's all about when growing up. That way they don't just look at law enforcement as where they're coming to put you in jail. We're actually coming to help you. And that's something we've tried to do at the Sheriff's Office, is mandate more community policing within the youth. That way they can grow into that and see how responsible it will be as they get older. In the career of criminal justice, there are plenty of opportunities for you to be able to progress in any type of job that you'd want. Starting out, you always have corrections. A lot of people try to start out in corrections up front because it gets them used to, one, paperwork, two, the people that you're going to probably be dealing with quite often, and you are actually able to build a rapport with those individuals. That way, when you start getting advanced on up to patrol, into the criminal investigation division, or even working narcotics, once you've built a rapport with individuals that are incarcerated, they're not what you call your friend, but they're able to help you when you get progressing in your profession, to be able to help you with cases. If you've got a narcotics case, those individuals can help you with that. If you've got a criminal matter that's a pretty serious felony, if we're needing help, you know, they're always eager to come and talk to somebody that they've trusted and has just really enjoyed being around you because of the way you treated them while they were incarcerated. If you want to make a difference in your community and get involved in the criminal justice career, this would be the place to start. You're going to start learning things at a young age that will help you progress as you get older. And if you're wanting to be involved in helping people, the law enforcement job is not always about driving fast cars and, you know, being able to carry a firearm or have a badge on your shirt. A lot of that is just for presence. And when you get that uniform on, it's about ethics. You know, you get out here, you go around the community, you talk to people, and you serve and protect the people. Also, you've got to enforce the laws, but if you serve the community with great ethics, then it's going to make you so much better as you get older. So a fun fact is in the criminal justice field that everybody that thinks that everybody that gets arrested or incarcerated is obviously branded that they're a bad person. And in the cases that I have worked in dealing with the inmates I've dealt with through my course and my career, is everybody that gets arrested, made a mistake, and got put in jail. And a good sized percent of those individuals that get out go on to perform in their lives better, and they start getting jobs and they start doing better things as they get older. We're all young, we've all made mistakes, we've all done things we've regretted, but at the end of the day, just keep in mind that everybody that goes to jail is not always a bad person, you know, and everybody can change. So something to remember whenever you start taking these classes at the New Career Center, you know, this is a start for you in your career. So when you start getting in and they start teaching you these things, keep all that stuff in mind, because everything you get taught in this class and working your way up through high school and on forth to college or technical path of law enforcement, you're going to use each thing you're taught here. So just always remember, everything you learn, it just goes into your tool belt and you'll be able to use that as you progress.